Greetings, Earthlings. I am Varidis the Magnificent, and I have come to recover some buddies of mine from one of your facilities. Once I am already here, I decided to tell you small-minded beings how it is possible you even exist in the first place. As some of the not-so-small-minded individuals of your species may know, you are made up of something called atoms, which are made up of positively charged protons and neutral neutrons in the nucleus, the core, and negatively charged electrons surrounding it. The even more intelligent ones of you may have realized that opposite charges attract another. A wonderful way to tell whether this is true is touching your nearest electrical fence. Jokes aside, how come the electrons of an atom don't fall into the protons in the nucleus? After all, the charges should attract another, leading to a world without stable atoms. However, as you can tell by the fact that you are watching this video right now, this does not seem to happen. To explain this, some of you smart monkeys have come up with a wonderful concept called quantum mechanics. You see, electrons are not really small particles in the sense of little balls orbiting around the nucleus, like they are often depicted in your school books. Actually, electrons are quantum particles and behave more like a wave. You can think of it like a cloud of probability of finding the electron in a certain point in space, but as long as you don't try to catch it, it is everywhere and nowhere at the same time. One of the smarter members of your species called Erwin Schrödinger came up with a pretty good formula describing these quantum particles. I will skip the incredibly barbaric math you guys used to solve this thing here and just tell you about the main results. It turns out that the energy of an electron in an atom is quantized, meaning that there are only very specific values of energy that the electron can have. And because of the lowest state of energy is this, which is not zero, the electron is not falling into the nucleus like classical physics would predict it to do. However, this does not mean that the electron cannot be found in the nucleus. As I said before, the wave function is comparable to a cloud of probability, and the probability of an electron manifesting inside of the nucleus may be small, but not zero. This leads to the electron and proton of the nucleus merging into a neutron and emitting something called an electric neutrino while doing so. This concept of merging and creating seems to be pretty common in your species anyway, so I think most of you should get it. So, that's it. Quantum mechanics is a pretty decent accomplishment for you Earthlings, but let's face it, most of you will never really understand why you are able to exist anyway. But that's okay, at least you have TikTok to distract you from such questions. Or me, Varidis the Magnificent, explaining it to you in simple terms.